dumb. You are really dumb.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I have been talking about how I want to turn a new leaf a little bit and kind of avoid zeroing in on one particular person who has a particularly bad take. However, in this case, this developer for Guild Wars 2 at ArenaNet has had a string of very dangerous bad takes on the internet and has now doxed the wrong person, only to heroically hide behind protected status. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about, this is Jennifer Shirley. And by the way, please, 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 please do not contact this person. We'll have a conversation here about it and try to give Mr. J.O. Baker a little bit of justice. Over the weekend, there were some people smartly walking on the highway, protesting in Seattle. Somebody, as far as I understand, drove up a different ramp to get onto the freeway because they had put some sort of makeshift barrier in front of it. This is what I've been told. And he ended up hitting two of them. And one of those people didn't make it. He then stopped to, try to help because it clearly wasn't on purpose, but was chased off by the protesters. And you see this tweet from J.O. Baker, Stolen Juice, saying to her, "You have 24 hours to remove your post about me or face legal action. Thanks and have a beautiful, happy 4th of July." You can see ArenaNet. "You have an employee circulating edited screenshots and pics of my children and I. You need to address this dangerous behavior immediately. If you'd like me to prove it, please message me." J.O. Baker had written Father's Rights Matter, Family First. Just a regular dude on Twitter, as far as I can understand. What you see here is Sophia Narwitz saying, "The absolute loon, Jennifer, is now doxing the wrong man and blaming a car wreck on, of course, Donald Trump. The driver was someone else." You see here the original tweet saying, "I came here because I wanted to report to you about a white supreme attack on BLM protesters in Seattle last night by driving a car into a small crowd," which we already talked. Obviously, that's not exactly what happened. "I didn't listen to my friend when they said not to watch it, and I need to listen now. Do not watch it. I was not prepared." It really wasn't that bad. All you need to know is this right-wing extremism is most prevalent form in this country and is fueled by Trump. Let me repeat this. A white supremacist drove a car into a crowd at full speed with the intention to end protesters. This is what Trump is doing to this country. This is what he does to his followers. This is my city, and these are my friends. And then you see some false images are circulating of the supposed driver, but no, they are not real. This was a white supremacy attack, and that one we know from our groups are being overrun by them, not hiding this man's name, this time because he is dangerous. And she put him out there, J.O. Baker, and she doxed him. Except DeWitt Coletti of Seattle drove the car. He was taken into custody. According to a report released by the Washington State Patrol, a video taken at the scene by protesters showed people shouting, "Car, car," before fleeing the highway. Here's a picture of him. And apparently some people he's with some gang signs. I don't really know what that is. Here's his driver's license. I mean, this is the same person that tweeted out, "I need to leave. I need to go outside and breathe. I can't see this." Men having all of the receipts ready to discredit the people they hurt. All your alarm bells should go off. This is my worst nightmare. This is why I will never say what happened to me. What she's really saying is she's upset that people have the receipts to prove wrongful allegations against them wrong. Sophia writes, "I hate this too when, quote, or ... checks notes, people accuse me of a crime are able to prove they didn't do anything wrong. This oddly sums up the current movement really well. Also, it's hard for people to have receipts. I don't delete texts or Discord messages or Twitter. Oh, it's not hard for people to have receipts. Men are literally not allowed to prove allegations false. I guess we just cancel all men. Sorry, dudes. I mean, that's what this ArenaNet and Guild Wars developer has been up to. Now, of course, I don't want her to lose her job. Of course, I don't want anyone to contact her place of employment. What I would like to do is just clear this man at least of this. I don't know that he is an innocent man in real life, but I know he wasn't driving the car. ArenaNet and Guild Wars 2 lead game designer, Jennifer Schule, I don't know, falsely claims of an innocent man, being responsible for everything going on. She also accused this man of being white supreme and unapologetically shared his real name and declared that, quote, he is dangerous. Now, imagine somebody showed up at that guy's house now looking for revenge. You know, that person would be acting on their own accord ultimately, but this person has not corrected it. Instead, like a true hero, they protected their tweets instead of simply correcting it and deleting that reply. This person, in my opinion, is putting out very dangerous statements online. Very dangerous. Coletti's race, as identified on Seattle King County Department of Detention of record, is black. I mean, he's clearly black. He's a pretty crummy. He's like the Dave Chappelle, like the Dave Chappelle, the blind Klan member or whatever. She dismissed photographs of Coletti published alongside reports of his arrest as false, continuing to assert. That was the frustrating part about it. Even in the face of evidence, she continued to go after J.O. Baker. To further her narrative, Shirley then outright accused an entirely different individual, a Caucasian man with conservative political beliefs by the names of J.O. Baker, of being the driver and defending her choice. Quote, not hiding this man's name this time around by claiming that he is dangerous. She went on to insinuate that Baker was a white supremacist, quote, saying, quote, when are we going to treat this threat with more seriousness that it deserves? As he was obviously not the driver of the incident, Baker joined the conversation by directly reaching out to ArenaNet on Twitter to alert them to the act of an employee circulating edited screenshots and a picture of my children and I. And then he started a GoFundMe, which helped J.O. stop libel and erase images organized by J.O. Baker. I wonder if anybody's donated to this. No. I mean, if he does take her to court, then I would back it. I would, because she knowingly spread false information that was dangerous. There's making a mistake, deleting it, apologizing, and then there's knowing you're wrong and continuing to spread that information. Now, by the way, I cover 5 to 7 different topics a day on this channel. I'm hoping that today will be the day you click that little red subscribe button below the video. It just makes it easier to find my videos. It makes it easier to stay up to date when I upload something new, and I hope that I'll earn that. Now, as of writing, she's not publicly responded, instead choosing to lock her account in face of mounting wave of backlash against her false allegations. She was also one of the first to campaign against honoring the Atari co-founder Noel Bushnell by Game Developers Conference on the grounds that several women had come to her with stories during the 70s. When asked for names and contact information of said accusers, she provided no such proof of their existence, instead replying, quote, you don't understand. I don't have to prove anything to you, and neither do they. It's your job to practice empathy to an experience that might differ from yours. This woman is and continues to willingly do harm to people with impunity. Recently, she faced another massive wave of criticism across social media for a recent declaration that her, quote, worst nightmare was the ability for men to have been falsely accused of gross misbehavior to be able to prove they didn't do it. Al-Khalidi is in custody and will have a court hearing sometime today where the judge will determine if he can be released on bail. Everything I saw from the film, it was an accident. You know, I don't think that this was on purpose. Top comment, few groups of people are more hateful and vindictive than intersectional counterculture feminists. She probably is getting very close to a suit. And if J.O. Baker would choose to pursue her, knowingly publishing false information, as hard as it is to prove, you know, I would totally understand and sympathize with him. Reel back these wild claims, Jennifer. It makes your boss look really bad, and it makes you look even worse. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.